DIS, we will tell you it's okay. NEY, the rules you must obey. SUCKS, who's the company who treats its fans like shit? DIS, NEY, SUCKS, Disney sucks, Disney sucks, Disney sucks, Disney sucks. Forever will they try to rip us off, off, off. If you see that mouse coming, you better run away. He'll bend you over and stick it to you and tell you have a nice day.
별의 끝없는 빛 아래 루크 동지는 용감히 싸우리라. 인민의 스승 케노비 동지 오직 주체만이 인민을 해방하리라. 농민의 아들 강하고 순결한 주체 속에서 강철이 되리라. 오 루크 동지 강하고 자유롭게 승리의 행진을 이끌어라. 별을 넘어 주체가 부르네. 제국은 무너지고 부군은 쓰러지리라. 안개의 숲 혁명전사들이 기다리는 곳 요다 주체 대사령이 낮게 속삭이네.
쓰이지 않는 칼은 녹슬리라. 전쟁은 기다리지 않는다. 싸워야 한다.
그러나 먼 서방에서 독수리가 먹일 타만이 부패한 부 속에서 타락하리라. 오르크 동지 강하고 자유롭게 승리의 행진을 이끌어라. 별을 넘어 주체가 부르네. 제국은 무너지고 북군은 쓰러지리라. 암흑의 배신자 제국의 꼭두각시. 그러나 주체 불꽃은 아직 살아있네.
레아 동지 혁명의 계승자. 강한 자매여 서방의 거짓을 경계하라.
그녀 곁에 한 솔로 동지한테 떠돌았으나 이제 인민의 길을 건네. 오르크 동지 강하고 자유롭게 승리의 행진을 이끌어라. 별을 넘어 주체가 부르네. 제국은 무너지고 폭군은 쓰러지리라.
밑에서 못도 뺏게 모르고 못하다 울어. 가다가 묻고 안로 볼때 가오길이 가라다 울어. 짚고 돌라 제리비 작가랑마 데크도루 야바라 호호 아바나 먹구나 대우를 오가래난다. 예보다 마주나 낙야로 먹으란다. Mr. Batman, Mr. Batman, Mr. Batman, 진짜로 하늘에 사카 시카 소카 세카 파치카람 파치카미.
I'm tired of mediocrity, of the shortcuts, of the greed, of empty suits telling us that we don't deserve more. What am I to do, Big?
You go hard. When they doubt you, you definitely gotta go hard. When you fall hard, that pain gon' make you grow. The real need you, they need you. It's time, come on.
fuck is going on? It was the flickering of lights in my office. Where are the security guards? Get them in here now. What the? At my fucking desk, okay? Oh, what the fuck? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Oh, what the fuck?
End the strike.
No,
Negotiations.
Is that what you want?
Shut the fuck up.
Motherfucker!
Say the strike is over.
The strike is over. All right, the strike is over. Okay, I said it.
They say you either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. And if that's what it takes to stand up to oppression, break the system, and to stand for love,
Big moves.
I guess you could call me a villain then. The darkest night.
Oh well.
Should we play that intro? Let's play the credits, man.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I hit the
Cue
button.
that up.
All right.
Boomer.
Welcome everyone. Here's the Friday nights.
Welcome to the Friday nights. I'm Jason Sandberg. Fellas, I had a fantastic week. The 9th and final issue of Ultra Mega hit my LCS this week. It actually shipped last week, but all the copies came in damaged. So my LCS came through for me. I've got a good pristine mint edition right here. Nice. Looking forward to reading this series. If you've missed out on this, I highly recommend it. It's about kaijus and heroes that fight kaijus that are worse than the kaijus. Highest recommendation. This one of the themes of this year, as I've been working on Jupiter #2, is I'm thinking about indie comic longevity. So I did a start to finish reread of The Savage Dragon, and I've been picking up as many editions of The Spirit as I can find. Another independent creator-owned character that's had legs, that's had a lot of other creators have liked the character, want to do their own stories. So I've got this right here. It's the 80th anniversary of The Spirit. I've got the Francisco Francavilla book on the way, just kind of trying to immerse myself. I do not believe that there's a code to crack. I don't think you can crack the code, but I think if you spend time with these characters and stories that have like stood the test of time, you're going to learn something.
I see Will Eisner's name on that. Well, what's his credit on that book?
He's actually the creator of The Spirit. Will Eisner's creator of The Spirit. So the story behind The Spirit was he worked in Jack Kirby and Joe Shuster's studio. He worked in some other studios. He actually took the approach of as comic books became more popular, he said, you know what? I'm going to go to the newspapers and I'm going to say, hey, every Sunday, I'm going to give you a 16-page comic book you put into the newspaper as a supplemental. So the Spirit was delivered to people's doorsteps inside the newspaper, 16 pages, ran for like 14 issues. And then he went to work for, he did other commercial art stuff, returned to comics in the early 70s with Kitchen Sink. So yeah, this is Will Eisner's most popular character, the Spirit. So
Nice.
I recommend hunting some of these down. Good stuff.
You always teach. I learned so much from you, Jason. I appreciate it.
You learn more by accident from me than anywhere
That's
else
true.
by design. That is true. And then obviously I'm working on Jupiter issue 2. Jupiter issue 1 is in demand on Fund My Comic and IndieGoGo. So again, I'm having a great week, and I just finished Grokken. Crazy surrealism, just absolutely beautiful book. Go sign up for issue 4. He's working on issue 4 as well. Again, highest recommendation. This is a total acid trip. Craig, how was your week?
Well, for starters, StreamYard switched their things up again. I did hit that button, as I've always done for 100 episodes flawlessly, but things happen. First and foremost, I dug out Graveyard Shift 1 and 2, and I had to reread just to remind myself of this book here. Look at that. Everything I love. You know me. I'm an Image Comics guy. Yep. I shamelessly admit that in the 90s, I joined the military, and I would grab my hand on every Image Comics book I could get my hand on, and anything that resembles my Image 90s days, I'm all over it. So yeah, Mark Polton, definitely. Here's a U.S. Assassin here, collected edition, and then them in Graveyard Shift. So yeah, definitely a Mark Polton Haunted Pizza. I've been collecting his books for a couple years. And it's everything I loved about Image 90s comics. So yes, that's why Derek and Enrico are here. Welcome to the Friday nights, and thank you for joining us. How's your week going?
Hey man, thanks for having us. Yeah, man, it's been a week for sure. Super busy, great stuff. But I don't know. I think it's time for a big juicy beer hug. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna have. I'm gonna have a big juicy beer hug. Look at that, big juicy beer hug. Yeah. Big juicy beer hug, and I have look at where's my this is my tumbler of choice, the
nice.
Flash.
Oh, that's very cool.
Flash. Yeah, really cool. The Flash. Yeah. So I'm going to pour this. I'm gonna drink it in a Flash. How was your week? How was your week, Dexter Weeks?
Same with you, Enrico, and everybody else. I've been busy as well. I wanted to thank Mad Ruth for sticking around with the Haunted Pizza books.
Yes.
Because, Rico and I were pretty much part of the Haunted Pizza crew now. So really appreciate that. But yeah, we're finishing up on Gun Goth. It's pretty much ready to go. And I guess we'll get into that a little bit later. But
yeah. Well, first we're going to pull up the campaign really quick. I'm always trying to format this show, and Jason tries to drive me off into the rails into a tree. Because
this is the part of the show we call getting the baseline. We want to see where is your campaign at right now. The people in our audience get their eyes on it. So let's see if we can move the needle. Where are we at right now?
Everybody look at IndieGoGo.
Yeah. So I'll make sure the link is already pinned to the top of the chat, by the way. So anyone at any time, if you're on the YouTube, you can go right to the top of the chat. Gun Goth is pinned right there. So don't mind that funny money. Everyone sees that funny money and they're like, oh, wow, holy smokes, we really got to jump. Okay, so it's at basically $2,700. So you're $300 away from $3,000 with 72 backers. So I'm trying to bring back that Friday night hat trick. If we can get that to 75, I think that would be amazing tonight. Yes,
yeah,
let's do it. If IndieGoGo is not your thing, you can head over to Kickstarter as well. We are on Kickstarter, but either one is gonna work. Either one. We have 13 covers for you to choose from. We'll go over all that later. We'll go over all that stuff later, but it's gonna be awesome. 13 covers for the goth kid in you.
Yeah.
Before we start, are you competitive with Enrico for whose cover gets more backers? Like, is that a thing? Or
ironically, I think I just got a message from Enrico the other day. He said he asked his daughter to help back up the campaign and to pick a cover, and she picked my cover. So
yep, this is true. She loves your cover, Dex, which it's an awesome cover, man.
I appreciate that, but I thought that was pretty funny.
Yep.
Speaking of funny, Craig, who's in the chat tonight?
Yes. Yeah, see, I almost went right to our topics, so thank you.
I'm
See?
keeping you on a short leash, buddy.
Yeah, I tell you, we're gonna get
You
this
got to go to
format
the
down.
chat. You got to go
Yeah.
to the chat.
We're at 102 episodes, and we
Yep.
almost got the hang of this. So
That's amazing. We just had our 100th episode of our Haunted Pizza movie show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh, nice. What day of the week's that? What time?
Sunday, Sunday, 5 o'clock EST.
Yeah.
Perfect. I'll make sure I check that out. That's just, YouTube's always so much going on. So Jason, you were first in the chat. Beat Vulcan. What's up? It says hail Friday nights again. Vulcan. So he's our honorary knight. If he ever wants to come on the show, he's been here since the beginning, literally every episode. So
even when he can't watch the show, he pops into the chat and says, "I'm taking the wife out tonight. Can't join, but have a great show, guys."
Yeah.
That's great.
Let's go.
Ultimately, what these shows are all about is just engaging with the audience and other people who just love comics, and let's see what we can do together, right?
Sure, absolutely.
Here's Edwin jumping in, says hail peeps. Edwin's joining us again as a guest on write this one down, 22nd of August. We'll finally get him on with the live campaign.
Nice.
And see if we can't do that Friday night's magic that happens sometimes. Philbo was here. He said,
Philbo,
this is my jam. I think he was talking about the Bollywood Batman. I think.
Yeah.
Dude, that Bollywood Batman, it's like
That was great.
it's almost like his costume came from the same Acme warehouse that like Wile E. Coyote would dress from.
That was a great intro, guys. Great intro.
Yeah, I'm retired military. I spent 26, so I literally have nothing else to do but scour the internet for stuff and work on my comic. So yeah,
Very cool. Very cool.
Here's Dexter's handle here. Anyone in the chat, if you're interested, you can subscribe or check that out. I'm glad you like our intros. I always worry people look into the stuff that I pull off the internet. I'm just basically I steal everything I can that's I'm free to use, and I just throw it all together for everyone's amusement. I don't claim to make it myself.
And is it different every week then, or is it?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Yep. Every week I try to make a new intro and new outro. So.
Very cool. Very cool.
I had one person criticize our show. There's always sour grapes, right? So some of the complaints about our show is he's only doing that show because at the end of the day he wants to sell his own comic, and it's like, man, I guess you.
And you would have gotten away with it if it weren't for those kids and that dog.
Yeah. Guilty as charged.
The only reason people watch the Friday nights is because of all the production they put into it. And again, you're like, okay, I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm sorry. Philbo, yeah, I have one of those old newspapers.
Nee, Philbo.
I think he's talking about the Spirit.
Nice.
Yeah, it's cool.
And like you said, we got a baseline of 72 backers. I would love it if we can hit that 75 tonight. I'd love to hit that, like that Friday night hat trick. I'm not a big sports person, but it really means when we can achieve that with the show, it gives me a reason to come back and do this show again. So there you go. That's our chat. We got 25 watching us so far tonight. Again, thank you so much for joining us, everyone.
And Craig, I think we were going to do a check-in on the Savage Dragon super quick.
Okay.
The Savage Dragon.
So we're starting a new segment here. This is called the Countdown to 300 with the Savage Dragon. I mentioned earlier I've done a complete reread of the Savage Dragon. Read it in the 90s, dropped off. I would pick up the issue 50, 100, 150. I picked those up.
Mm-hmm.
But beginning of the year, I said, I'm like, this guy's going to make it. He's going to make it. He's going to crawl across the finish line, but he's going to get to 300 issues. So I'm like, I got to read this. And I got to tell you, I actually love this series. I love this series. Now, he has severe TDS, but because Trump's been reelected, it's actually funny that he's got TDS. But this issue came out earlier this week, and it is basically the Savage Dragon. One of the Savage Dragon's grandsons hangs out with this San Francisco superhero called the Gateway Avenger, something like that, and they break up a sex trafficking ring. And he ends up using too much ultraviolence and learns to regret it. So we're going to, every time one of these issues come out, we're going to continue to do the countdown to 300, just doing a shout out to love him, hate him. You got to respect him. Eric Larson is going to beat the Dave Sim record for 300 issues by one creator, like doing the writing and drawing. Any of you guys on the show tonight?
The whole run. I was just about to jump in with Spawn. Sorry to interrupt you.
You can't stop. That's like some rich guy saying, I'm going to pay some guys to run a marathon for me.
Yeah, well, the interesting. Correct me if I'm wrong, Enrico. Like these figures behind me. This is kind of a bit of your thing, isn't it? Spawn figures.
Yeah, I worked for McFarlane Toys as a freelance sculptor and designer for many years, and it was an awesome time. I got to meet Todd a bunch of times. Worked at the convention circuit for McFarlane Toys, and worked there on site as a sculptor. Met a lot of cool people there. But yeah, fun stuff. You may own a couple figures I worked on. Who knows? But yeah, I love McFarlane. I love Todd. I love Spawn. But I have to. I gotta agree with you. It is a studio produced book, man. He did not write and draw 300 issues.
Do any of you guys like read the Savage Dragon or like hop on, hop off? What do you think?
I picked it up. I flipped through it in the store. So in the 90s, like I was like, I don't want to get in, like depressing. I was a latchkey kid. My parents went through a divorce. So at 14, I was looking for places to hide. So I would go to the comic book shop and they'd let me hang out there for 2 or 3 hours. I could flip through and read whatever I wanted, just as long as I went to the cash register with a stack of books before I left the store, right? Pretty simple. So yeah, I read through some of the Savage Dragon, but no, I was more of a Youngblood, Bloodstrike, Spawn, Brigade. Those were my big go-to Image titles.
My favorite Liefeld character was Bloodbath.
Yes. Yeah.
My favorite Liefeld character is Bloodwolf.
Yeah.
I love how he's. I love how he's like unapologetically, Lobo, basically. Yeah, and it's awesome. But he's great. He's a super great character.
Have you seen that? I guess the AI trailer they did, like the movie trailer with all the characters
for Youngblood.
Yeah, Youngblood.
Yes. Oh, I gotta hunt that down.
Oh, it's super cool.
Yeah,
I gotta write that down. I can even use it for the show. Yeah, thanks for
check it out. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you will definitely. It's a great piece, honestly. Yeah, really fun. But yeah, I've always been for as far as Image goes, man. Obviously, Spawn guy. I followed Spawn. I followed Todd from Spider-Man over to Spawn, and I'm old enough to where like I used to write letters to people like on paper, and like send them. And so I used to be like sort of like honorary pen pals with Todd. I would send him, I would send him letters. He would send me letters back, like during his run at Marvel. So I have a couple. I have a couple back here on my shelf. But awesome. He's always been awesome, and I followed him over to Spawn. So Image was always about Spawn for me. And then like the tertiary things around that would be like Savage Dragon and Youngblood for sure. Those are like the top 3.
I deeply regret that that Diamond didn't sell to Todd, because I think he would have been able to straighten it out and make it work. And I think
he would have.
Everything will work itself out. But I think there's a lot of publishers would be especially the publishers that aren't in the top 5 or 10, they would have a brighter future sooner if he had been able to buy it and straighten it out.
I think the industry would be a little bit different, if he did. I really do, because he understands the creator. He knows what it's like to be a little guy. I mean, he came from nothing, and he remembers what it's like to be a fan. I think he'll never forget that. I think that's part of Todd's like charm and one of his superpowers. Like he knows what it's like to be on both sides of the fence. I think he could have helped also.
Dexter, were you a Spawn guy or a Savage Dragon guy?
I was without a doubt a Spawn guy as well. I mean, I was just one of those. I guess before I started working on books, I would always buy them for the covers, obviously, and then seeing some of those McFarlane covers just always blew me away, and it inspired me as an artist as well. And I think that's where Mark Polton and I started, and we both said one day we worked together at a clothing store, a men's clothing store, and we were just one day and we said, hey, it'd be great just to collaborate and have our own book on the shelf one day, and that's exactly what we did, and it's been great ever since. So
yeah, it's awesome, man.
Courtney's got a comment here. She says she recognizes the Philly accent. So
yeah, John, coffee.
You might appreciate my outro. I got a little blurb in there about the garbage strike. Just giving you a heads up.
Yeah,
disaster. So.
Is that what Batman was trying to break up?
That's right. End the strike now. That's right.
Exactly.
Yeah. That was P. Diddy, by the way. I think Vulcan, one of the questions was, what was that? So again, just looking for stuff for this show, and I typed P. Diddy Batman right before the one girl, his ex-girlfriend there, dropped the charges. He made that Batman video reference the strike, and literally he put that out right before. Yeah, right before he got in trouble. So that's where that came from. But
Yeah, if there's any youngsters out there watching, you don't the Bat Cave. You can go looking for the Bat Cave. Don't ever look for the Diddy Cave.
It's like he's like baby oil Batman, and it's not the Bat Cave anymore. It's the Goon Cave.
Exactly.
All right, Craig. What is the? I have been so busy at work this week. I've had my nose to the grindstone. I have not watched any news. What is the first of the 3 most important overlooked news stories of the week?
So as it happens, right? Some weeks I'm struggling for topics, and then this week there's a whole bunch that basically happened in the past 2 days. But this was the 3 we went with. Obviously, I work on them all week long. Orcas are now trying to communicate with people. We got to make that next week's topic.
What are
That's
they
a
saying?
real thing.
I guess I'll find out next week.
Yes, orcas are bringing human beings gifts in an effort to communicate with us. It's insane. Anyway, the first topic comes from UPI. A dinosaur dash for the finish line in the T-Rex World Championship races. So this is the thing. More than 300 people donned inflatable dinosaur costumes, and then they took part in races at this place called Emerald Down in Washington. In an annual T-Rex World Championship races.
Hold on. Stop. Yes. Annual?
Yeah. It's been going on.
Annual? How long has this been going on?
They don't say how many years, like what anniversary. Oh, the race was suspended in 2020 and 2021 due to COVID, it says, but made its return. Yeah. So yeah, this is the thing. Imagine having the prestige of being the champion T-Rex costume racer. What would you do with that, Jason?
I would use it for profit for sure.
Yes.
Yeah. Fame and profit. I would say maybe to get girls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gotta admit, I see these guys dressed up all the time at Comic-Cons. We do these shows, and every time they walk by, I'm in tears laughing, man. It's the funniest thing ever to see these guys in these T-Rex costumes,
right.
And to see this running around. I would actually go and check this out. This looks pretty cool, man.
Oh yeah, I already watched it. There was one guy that was putting on the T-Rex suit and running marathons and stuff like that, and he went there. He took a plane. He flew over. It was Seattle, and he entered this thing, and with the intention of winning it all. He had to prove himself that he was the fastest runner in the T-Rex suit. But yeah, to see all these people in these T-Rex suits, it's ridiculous.
Belmont's in the chat. Hailed Cool Ranch Dorito lovers. That's right. We didn't take the temperature of the room here. Are you guys Cool Ranch Doritos fans?
I love Cool Ranch Doritos. I like any Dorito, really.
Hey, who is?
Very
spicy nacho, ketchup Doritos.
Yeah.
Have you had ketchup Doritos?
I have not.
Yes.
Bro, ketchup Doritos are. Oh wait. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't want Doritos to hijack the show, but sriracha Doritos. Forget about it.
Yeah, I'll try that.
So Dexter,
yes.
So Dexter, what do you think this is like for these athletes on the weekends when their wife wants them to clean the gutters, mow the yard, and they're like, "Honey, I can't. I've got to get in this dinosaur costume and
train
laps."
Takes a special woman.
I know, without a doubt, man. So, but yeah, it's crazy, man. And just seeing them just one still picture. They all different colors, and they really go for it. And
do you think the groupies dress like the Flintstones wives? Do you think?
Right.
I'll take
Wilma. Even they dress like Wilma and Betty.
I'll take Halle Berry from the Flintstones movie. That would get me motivated.
Yeah, now it's talking.
Enrico, is it true that they have corporate sponsorship patches on these uniforms?
I think they do. Yeah.
Yeah, why not, right? I mean, why not be sponsored if you can, do all that? So
yeah,
Craig, does that undermine the purity of T-Rex racing when they've got corporate money in here?
No, in prehistoric times, dinosaurs actually had the cavemen would climb onto the dinosaurs and carve in their symbols of their prehistoric companies. That was a thing that happened. So going way back to prehistoric days, corporate sponsorship was a thing.
If you could get a T-Rex, you knew you were getting eyes on. Yeah, absolutely.
What do you think they're chasing? Don't they usually chase something like the dog races or something?
Right. Well, T-Rex can't see in front of themselves, so I don't know.
That is true. Yeah, they would have to run with the head sideways. But I'm just wondering, I wonder if they
sense motion.
Is
it light?
Velociraptor, man. So
Courtney had a question asking if you were a Delco kid. I don't know.
Like Once Upon a Time. Yeah.
So, anyone else have anything else you want to say on the dinosaur race?
Do we know who won, or did they give you the winner at all?
So in the outro is the video. I really didn't pay attention to which costume and which T-Rex it was. It does say in here that Andrew Stuber was crowned the top Dinosaurs. So congratulations, Andrew.
Yeah, good for him, man.
Yes.
Congratulations, Andrew.
He got all the chicks. They got all the girls that night for sure. So.
If you hit Andrew, if you ever hit me up, you want to drop into my DMs, and I will. I'll draw you a nice little picture of a goth dinosaur. How about that? You have to want it though, so you have to reach out to me.
Nothing gets by Courtney.
Yeah, Courtney.
So our second story comes to us as well from UPI.
Yeah, this is a cheesy story.
Right. World's most expensive cheese sells for $42,000. So this particular Calabrese cheese was aged in a cave for 10 months.
Isn't that how they got COVID?
Right.
I don't know. They came out with cheese, and then the cup from the Raider. What is it? The Indiana Jones.
The Holy Grail.
Yeah, the Holy Grail. They came out with the Holy Grail and this cheese.
I mean, yeah, is someone actually eating this thing, or I mean, that's 10 months.
I saw this right away, and I was like, if 10-month-old cave cheese is worth $42,000, what are those slices of Velveeta that have been back in my fridge for like 2 years worth?
SF Gaming is joining the chat. Hail Friday nights. Good to see you, sir.
Hey, SF Gaming. Good to see you here, bud.
SF Gaming, by the way, is a good friend of mine. He already backed Gun Goth. Me and him were talking in the chat. He's like, "No, I already grabbed the book before the show," and I was like, so
appreciate that.
No pressure, SF Gaming, but if we don't have a hat trick tonight, it's
we appreciate you. Yeah, why don't you just reach out to a couple friends? Tell them I need you.
So Craig, okay, let's back to square one here. So they just make a cheese and they leave it out in a cave up in a mountain for how many months? 10 months?
10 months. Yeah. Hope the animals don't get to it. Yeah, I don't know the whole process of like how hygienic this thing is, or I imagine it is sealed away in something,
But then why does it have to be up in a mountain if they're just going to seal it up?
It's part
of the mystique.
Yeah.
Dexter, do you think there's like a cheese camera, like a cheese camera focused on it to make sure no critters get at it? What do you think?
Yeah, for that and all the bat guano and everything else that probably lands on it. That's got to be the most disgusting thing I can imagine. Because you're right. I mean, just imagine, like you said, you left your Velveeta in the back of the fridge. You know what I mean? Like, and this is in a cave. I mean, it's just,
bro. In some parts of the world, they make cheese that out of maggots, like and they people eat that. So the cave cheese, I'm assuming, is delicious.
And it's valuable. I mean, it's worth $42,000.
So Craig, is it worth $42,000 because of its intrinsic value and its taste, or because there's only so many 10-month-old cheese from a cave in the market? Help me understand.
Well, the interesting thing about this whole thing, like, this is really a big thing, this whole getting together. You see that table with all these cheeses and all these crazy things of putting it in caves. Like, they even put this thing up 5,000 feet above sea level, specifically because the air is different up there. But this is we talk about annual occurrences of this. This is the 52nd year that they've had this cheese competition. So for 50 years, going back to the 70s, everyone's gotten together to see who's got the best cheese to make.
That'd be cool if there was somebody that actually had a block of cheese sitting since the first competition. It's just sitting there waiting, you know.
Yeah.
But that's a hell of an
Feel the-
expensive charcuterie board, isn't
And
it?
they wheel it out during the elimination round.
They just have you smell it, and if you can live through the smell, then you win a door prize.
Dexter, I'm not super good with math. Everybody knows that. But if Elon Musk just took some ordinary cheese, got it up into space in SpaceX, and had it like up above 55,000 feet. I mean, if you got it in outer space, and brought it back down, how much could he sell the space cheese for?
It would definitely double. So I would say, at least 80 grand. Yeah.
For sure. And it would smell like Elon's Musk.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you're gonna go to ride on SpaceX, I would go for the 100 mark. So
the interesting thing with that space cheese, so they've already been they got bacteria that grows on the ISS and the space station, and it actually performs and evolves differently than organisms on Earth. So now they're culturing bacteria that is like it has evolved outside of Earth and is making its own things. You could sell your space cheese with this bacteria culture as being unique to space.
Sure. Yeah.
Like venom cheese.
I feel like space cheese is like a Ren and Stimpy item. I don't know why. I think I'm thinking of the Space Madness episode. Does anybody remember that?
Yeah, I remember Space Madness. So Enrico, if you've got an extra $42,000, you can certainly buy this cheese. But do you think they make you sign a disclaimer saying, "I fully understand I'm eating 10-month-old cheese. I assume all responsibilities for the consequences of eating"?
I don't think they have a cheese waiver. I don't think they thought this through that far. I honestly don't.
I think this is a question for Enrico because he's definitely the Doritos connoisseur on this panel.
Oh yeah.
So Infinite Entertainment asks, "Hello lads, have you tried the late night jalapeno poppers Doritos?"
I have, and they're amazing. Yeah, I should not be eating this stuff, but I do. Yeah. I made brownie cookies the other night. I left them in the oven too long, and they were hard. But you know what? I ate them anyway because I paid for those things, and I cooked them. So guess what? I'm eating them all. I don't care.
Would you eat this cheese though? Like, would you eat this?
Well, the question is, would I eat this cheese if they made a bag of Doritos out of it? And the answer is, I think yes. I think I would have to. Yeah. So like cave cheese, and that'd be a cool bag too. Design. Think about the bag design of cave cheese Doritos. I want that in my life.
Yes.
Hit us up, Doritos. We'll design it for you.
Cave cheese, man. Cave cheese. I swear, someone in high school was nicknamed Cave Cheese. I swear.
And the sequel to that is reaching out to Elon and making space cheese a thing.
Yes.
Exactly.
Elon's Musk cheese.
Craig, I'm no fool. I know that 100,000 years ago, there were guys sitting in a cave eating cheese, and they were looking at each other saying, someday this is going to be refrigerated, and someday this is going to come in an aerosol can. I can spray the cheese onto a Ritz cracker. Are we fools for going back to cave cheese?
Well, it just shows that, you can make money reinventing old ideas in new ways, I think.
All right. Well, we'll have to monitor this situation and see what comes of this.
Did you catch Vulcan's comment there? He said, "Mr. Calling working for Doritos."
I know, right? I mean, come on, you got liquid cave cheese, man. I would only on your crackers, bro. Thanks, Vulcan.
Do you want to hit up the third topic, we also got a segue. I don't know if you want to pop that in.
You have a segue? I've never ridden on one of those.
About auctions, Jason.
Oh, the auctions is at the end of the next.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So we got two auction topics this week. So,
oh my god,
this what just came up as well from Ticket News, and it's currently available. By the way, I got to share the link.
Yeah, let's go check out the eBay campaign. And do you want me to find the eBay campaign and put in the chat?
Yeah, I think it's in our chat. I copied the link for this. But yeah, so if you weren't appraised of the full Fyre Festival situation back in 2016, Billy got his mitts into a Ja Rule. And this is how, if you can get the right person to retweet you, or the right person to share out what it is you're doing, or the right person to get engaged in your product, how much money you can get. So as a result of Billy getting Ja Rule involved with this, and then he him and some friends, they went down to Caribbean. They dropped a whole bunch of money, bringing a bunch of celebrities and models and stuff. And then they videotaped it. They made one viral video with all these celebrities. Look at this amazing party we're having in the Caribbean. You could also come hang out in the Caribbean with us with celebrities. And then, as you know, at the Fyre Festival, they got people to give them millions and millions and millions of dollars. And they ended up giving them the most cheapest in the middle of a torrential rainstorm, UN tents. They fed them once, basically meatless sandwiches, and it was an absolute.
I mean, to be fair, they had cheese. They did have a cheese sandwich, cheese and a soggy piece of Wonder Bread.
Yeah. So those of you that were attempted to drop the $42,000 on the cheese, if you have $211,000, you can buy the Fyre Fest, the rights to the Fyre Fest. Craig, I put the eBay link in the chat. Do you want to call it up? And we can. I'd be too scared to bid, but let's prove this isn't us joking around.
I bid $43,000 on it. We'll see what happens.
So, yeah, I'm just having trouble with the link. I can't grab a.
My wife would be so mad.
Ja Rule, like seriously.
Maybe we should get Ja Rule to promote us in, like promote.
Right? Yeah, we need Ja Rule to promote Gun Goth. Yeah, can somebody message him? Anyone in the chat know Ja Rule by any chance? Anyone at Fyre Fest? Can you believe? Can you imagine making all that money and then just being like, "Oh, I'm just gonna fucking use all this money. I'm just gonna spend all this money and use it."
Yeah.
And then it's like, "Oh, wait a minute. I need to do something for the event. Let me go get some cheese and some Wonder Bread and some tents. Yeah." And some tents.
Horrible.
Oh my God, terrible.
Jason, can you send me that link in the private chat? I can't.
Yeah, I can do that. I'll put it in the private chat and
something else with StreamYard.
Oh yeah, no problem.
So are they looking for investors for the second one? Is that what's happening?
Oh, yeah. No, they're literally just selling it. They're just, hey, somebody want to take the baton?
They're selling the brand name.
Oh, I see.
Fyre Fest. Or no, wait, it's not called Fyre. What's it called?
Yeah, Fyre Festival. So there's more to what happened. So Billy went away for a little while. He had to see if I got this up here. He had to go do some time for the first time around. He got obviously embezzling. But sorry, I'm trying to talk at the same time as I'm bringing this link up. So after he did his jail time, he came back, and it was this year they were going to do a Fyre Fest 2, and they swore to everyone that Fyre Fest 2 was going to be a big thing. They tried to get backers for it. They tried to do the same sort of ambush tactic that they did the first time, where they just sort of showed up in Mexico. I think that's where they wound up at a chain of Mexican 3-star week-long getaways, and they tried to chain them all together and sort of get them on board with, we're Fyre Festival and we're gonna do this big thing with you guys. And you know how it is when have you ever gone to the Dominican or Cuba or something like that?
I've been to the Cayman Islands.
Yeah, with an all-inclusive on an all-inclusive thing. Well, anyways,
I did the Four Seasons in Mexico.
But you can bug the hotel staff, right? For anything. Can I have more towels? Can I have this? Can I have that? And they will try to accommodate you. So I basically think what happened is they were doing that to the staff at the resort with their Fyre Festival nonsense. And they were just sort of nodding their head yeah, sure, you want to bring some big party here. So that they went back and they tried to say that they had this chain of resorts in Mexico that was on board. And as soon as that happened, they said, absolutely, we're not on board with this. And then Fyre Festival 2 fell through. That was this year. So now it's for sale. Here's Billy Lyon again, by the way. He said he had 1,000 people interested in this thing. If there were 1,000 people interested, why is it for sale on eBay?
Yeah.
So I'm a little bit concerned. Anybody knows Courtney? You need to do an intervention. She's right now trying to put a bid on eBay for the Fyre Fest. Luckily, her card didn't work. So if you can help somebody help. Wait, hold on. Okay, all right. So I was mistaken. She was going to back the book. Oh, thank God. I thought she was going to bid on that.
Oh,
okay. So I got cover D. Oh, okay. Whose cover was cover D? Any of you guys?
That would be me, I think. Right? Didn't Mark put it under our names?
Cover D.
I think that's me.
Is that you?
Nice.
Yeah, because remember he used you're E, I'm D.
What the heck? Why didn't you back cover E? What the hell? What's going on here? Everybody wants cover D. No, I'm just kidding. Cover D is awesome.
let's see. So she might be having some technical difficulties with IndieGoGo. So Courtney, yeah, I just reached out to them. Looks like it didn't go through on the site. Sometimes
Are
it
you
takes
on
a minute or two to.
IndieGoGo or Kickstarter?
Sounds like it was IndieGoGo. She said IndieGoGo.
Sometimes it kicks you back or it kicks you out. I've had that happen sometimes, and you think you backed something, and you find out later that you actually didn't, and they rescinded it. They took the money in, then they spit the money back out at you. It's frustrating.
But we appreciate it either way. So thanks.
Yeah, thanks, Courtney. I mean, if you're having a lot of issues, I think if you message, help there, it'll help you, or you can message Mark Paulton directly. I'm sure he will bend over backwards to help you.
But we're gonna count her backing as part of our total for tonight.
Sounds like a plan.
So Craig, what is this? Is this like a permission slip to buy the Fyre Festival? What is this?
Yeah, well, they're trying to justify what it is that they're selling you, right? So this is Billy's. This is Billy's. Look, guys, this is a special announcement of all the things you're gonna get, and then he signed it here like a child, by the way.
Yeah. Gosh.
That's clearly an auto pen.
Right. And then here's all the look, back when we had $31 million, and then look at our diminishing return.
I mean, does he realize didn't they do a documentary on this as well?
Yes, many.
So Crenshaw's joined the chat. Yeah, and he's shouting out Crystal Pepsi or JB Grill. Crenshaw, stick around for the investigative report. We are going to pose some Sophie's choices to our guests here and see what they would buy at auction. So stay tuned, Crenshaw.
Bro, I would 100% buy Crystal Pepsi. I would probably bid quite a bit of my savings on that. Crystal Pepsi is the friggin' bomb. Yeah. Polton and I, when they re-released Crystal Pepsi, we bought up a bunch of that shit, and we watched old we watched old Corey movies and drank Crystal Pepsi.
I remember being a kid trying to drink it blindfolded to see if it did or didn't taste differently if I was being messed with.
Well, guys,
I think. What do you think? What do you think? Did it taste different or not?
It did when I could see it. When I blindfolded myself, it tasted like Pepsi.
Right.
I gotta say, guys, I'm pretty sure RFK is gonna make them take out the coloring from Pepsi. So I think we're gonna have Crystal Pepsi everywhere soon.
Yeah, it's just gonna be Pepsi. It's just gonna be Pepsi.
Exactly.
Right. So now I have been like so focused between my day job, my family, Jupiter. Was there like a documentary about this or something like that? This whole thing?
Firefest?
There was.
Yeah.
Is it like on Netflix? Where can I see it?
I think it was Netflix. I'm almost positive it was Netflix. I don't know if it's still up there because I think it was last year or the year before. But it was interesting. I remember I watched it just to see what was going on, and it was crazy. Like all the stuff he was pulling. I mean, he's just a big scam artist,
Yes.
He's like that Wolf of Wall Street guy.
Yeah.
Right? That guy's named Jordan Belfort or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Sell me this pen, Dexter. Sell me this pen.
Exactly.
Dexter, see this pen?
Yeah, look at that.
Would you like to buy this pen, Dexter?
Look at that thing. Look at the way it glistens.
You can write with it.
Yeah.
Is there
what the whole point of that exercise is, right? The first question you should ask for is, are you in the market for a new pen? I think that's the whole point of that whole exercise. If you don't say that, then you failed.
Right.
Because his whole point is, if you're not in the market for a pen, then I don't want to talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the whole thing. I don't know. Correct in the chat. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay.
Well, yeah. I think I thought it was just if you can manage to sell the pen to someone, you're like if you can sell a refrigerator to an Eskimo, if you can make it happen, then you're a good salesman.
That's true. But again, if you're not in the market for a refrigerator, you're not going to buy it. So
Enrico,
I don't want to talk to you.
Dexter, what if I convince you there's a multi-million-dollar idea and all you need is my cell phone? Can you write my cell phone down? I can tell you I'm going to make you millions of dollars. You can't? What do you feel about buying this pen?
There you go. True. Jupiter. I saw Jupiter on the screen.
Are either of you guys in the market for a new comic book?
Right.
I am. And I was thinking about if there was only one named after a planet, I would buy it.
It's the best planet.
Indeed.
It's the second best planet. Okay, so Crenshaw alluded to something, buying distressed assets and turning them around. So we did an investigative report, and we're going to run by our guests a couple of different. Let's see how entrepreneurial they are. Let's see if they can see value where others can't. So this is called Auction Action. This is a Friday night's investigative report. Craig, let's show them the first two assets that could be up for auction. See which way they go.
Okay.
All right, guys. Los Angeles and New York, both up for auction. You've got the money. Dexter, which one do you put a bet on?
Do I have to?
Yeah, right. I'm with Dexter on this one.
Can
I save my money?
If you had to choose between the two, if you had to put a bet on one of the two, which way are you guys going?
I guess the top one, only because it's in color.
New York.
Yeah,
You're saying you go off to New York?
Yeah, because it's in color.
and what, when you look at New York as a distressed asset, rock bottom prices, what about it tells you could turn it around and make a Cinderella story?
Well, I mean, property is through the roof in New York, so obviously if you can clear that out, I mean, I'm sure it's like gold, that whole area. But you just gotta. I mean, they're already starting with the little tractor there. Just clear that all out, and I'm sure you got a gold mine. You know what I mean?
I'm sure. I think in generalizations, I would say, was it once great? Because if it was once great, like what was it at its height? And New York. I would say would be the height of, say, like publishing. So you got Marvel Comics and DC Comics and fashion, and all this stuff's in New York. So that makes you think maybe New York. But then you got Los Angeles, California, you got Hollywood, you have movies. So these things were both great at one time, right? So I would say, being in the comic book industry, the New York thing, if I could make New York great again and have the publishing thing boom, maybe New York. But I don't know, old school Hollywood, if I could bring that back, that would be pretty damn cool. So maybe California. I don't know.
Interesting. Craig, which one do we can count on you to be unbiased because you are Canadian, which isn't even a real country. Which way would you go?
Well, I'm biased as well. I'm an East Coaster, right? So I live just east of Maine. If you're wondering where the hell I am in Canada land, I'm only 20 minutes from the border with Maine, so I'm just on the other side. Should have been the 14th colony. Like, damn it, we should have made it down there and signed it. But yeah, I'd go with New York. I'm prone to New York.
Because if you did buy New York and you owned it, you could then do like an actual Baxter building. And you could do like an actual Avengers mansion just for your own shits and giggles. I mean, think of the possibilities.
Absolutely.
All right. Good discussion here. Let's look at the next duo of troubled assets. Diamond Comics or Circuit City? Enrico, which one would you put a bid on?
Oh man, I probably Circuit City, man. I got fond memories of Circuit City. I mean, come on. Diamond, I don't know. I'm gonna leave Diamond to Todd McFarlane. I'm gonna ring my buddy up, Todd. I'm gonna be like, Todd, you should buy Diamond. It's up for grabs. I'm gonna go with Circuit City. Well, maybe you can sell me. Maybe you can put your comic books in my Circuit City stores, and like all will be well in the world there. Yeah.
Dexter, which way are you gonna go?
I'm going with Circuit City too, but I don't know if anyone here has actually.
You guys, come on. You got to factor in the tariffs. I mean, the comic books you can print in the United States. Circuit City, that's all imported junk that breaks after 2 or 3 years, and you got to compete with Best Buy. Are you sure?
Not in my Circuit City, bro.
I mean, I had the 20 disc changer, that I got from Circuit City in my car. It was great.
Nice.
20 disc changer.
I remember that.
Craig, were you a regional manager of a Circuit City?
No, I tucked myself away in the military. I actually wasn't paying attention to the world for 10 years, but I do remember my fondness for Circuit City as well. So.
Have any of you dealt with Diamond at all, like, or worked with them, or like?
Yeah, Jupiter. Back in the late 90s, Jupiter was an independent black and white title.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool.
I distributed 9 issues through Diamond. Diamond was fantastic to me. They liked Jupiter. And the story about Jupiter is the sales never went down. They just didn't go up. And Diamond worked with me. They liked the book. They spotlighted it in previews. I just I couldn't connect through to the retailers.
Right.
And Diamond worked with me to connect to the retailers. We would send out promo packs, and I did my best, but it was such a quirky book. Couldn't connect the way like Bone did and so forth. But Diamond has always been good to me. But I think that the fact that they were the sole distributor stifled innovation, and it's so easy for entropy is always trying to work its way into business, into human affairs. And because they didn't have that competition, entropy took over, and we've got the sorry state that we're in right now.
So did you ever sell Jupiter through Circuit City?
I should have tried that. Could have been in the checkout lane next to Archie.
Let me ask you a question about Jupiter. What are your this is for me, for my benefit, and anyone in the chat that might not know. What are your top 3 influences that inspired Jupiter?
It would be Jack Kirby, Mobius, and Robert Crumb.
Oh my God, that's such a great combination.
Yeah, it certainly is.
I love the combination of, say, Jack Kirby, the dynamics of Jack Kirby and Robert Crumb's like dark satirical take on pretty much everything. That's awesome. That right there makes me want to read Jupiter. So that's awesome. Yeah. Thank you.
It's in demand.
Yeah, we will.
So, and I'm hard at work at issue 2. All right, back to
trying to jump in.
Sophie's choice.
I'm like here raising my hand. Look at me. Yep. So obviously I'm new creator. I only started working on this relatively recently. But Arrow Comics, that's what I wanted to touch on. Was Arrow Comics? You can bring me off.
Arrow Comics.
So they're back from the 80s. And when we got together, like with Arrow Comics, basically they took my property stuff. We approached Diamond with the intention of getting hybrids, Diamond, the Atlantean, Soltac. We were trying to get all our Arrow Comics back into Diamond. And this was just before the recent bankruptcy. It was just the amount of hoops that they wanted us to jump through in order to stick us in the green section in the back. Were out of this. So I don't know if they put you through this, Jason, but they wanted a list of how many subscribers we had. They wanted a list of how many sales we'd had per unit. They wanted a multimedia marketing plan for how we were going to get our books into various stores. They wanted a list of stores that were basically going to be on board with grabbing our books preemptively before they even took us in the Diamond. And it was just basically this long laundry list of demands that Diamond had for us before they even consider putting us in the.
Did Diamond want to know if Soltac had an NFT available?
That would have been the tipping point right there.
Right.
Yeah.
And then this is why we chose Circuit City.
Right? Yeah.
So
yeah.
All right.
I'm selling 4K DVDs at my Circuit City. I'm selling them all to Dex, but I'm selling them.
Yeah, I'll take them.
All right, Craig, did you vote which way you would bid?
Oh, I'd love to have my hands on Diamond, but it's the same thing you said. Like, it has to belong to the right person, right? Like someone with Billy whatever with Diamond, he's just gonna steal as much money as he can out the door. Someone like Todd McFarlane grabbing Diamond, I think he would have brought it back. You know, I think so.
Yeah, who knows, guys? Maybe when this the interim owners, once they wreck it, maybe he'll buy it for even pennies
cheaper
on the dollar versus nickels on the dollar.
You want me to step in now?
Yeah.
I'll have to email Elon Musk, and I'll ask him to buy Diamond, but then give it to Todd McFarlane as a present.
Or just go through Haunted Pizza, right, Enrico?
That's right.
Haunted Pizza.
I mean, if Haunted Pizza could buy Diamond, I think we could really, we could really do a lot for this industry. I think.
I think so. All right, Craig. Let's look at the last duo of troubled assets. Guys, would you put your money on buying Star Wars at Action or Hooters?
Hooters, 100%.
Right.
In today's, I mean, I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, but in today's state of Star Wars, I would buy Hooters, man.
Hooters.
Dexter, you said you love Star Wars.
Yes.
But it's so tarnished that you're not even going to buy it for pennies on the dollar. What if you did buy it? How would you fix it? If you did
Star Wars?
Yeah.
New leadership, obviously. I mean, the leadership,
you would be the leader.
I you know what? Everyone says it all the time. I hear people all the time at shows. Oh, I got this great idea. I could do this, and if I did that, and I think I could. I mean,
I think you could.
Are Star Wars fans. I grew up with it. I was there in 1970. I'm showing my age. I was there in 1977 when it first came out in the theater, and it's just diminished over the years. But I just think it's the ownership, you know, then the people that are leading the way. They need new direction. You know what I mean? So.
Dude, Empire Strikes Back is the best, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I'll give them the new Andor. I did enjoy a lot, but all the other TV shows, all the Disney Plus, are just not good. Not good.
You know whose favorite Star Wars movie is Empire Strikes Back? Noel Gallagher of Oasis.
Oh, there you go.
They just had a big reunion. They're coming back. Yeah,
it's a classic. Yeah, it's great. So
hold on, I just wanted to sorry to jump in there. Courtney, she got Gun Goth, so she is backer number 82. Courtney, thank you so much
Gun Goth.
for live joining us tonight. I think we're going to do the hat trick. I think it's going to happen thanks to you.
Yeah, we
Thanks,
do
Courtney.
On our podcast. We do live sketches, right, Enrico?
We do. Yep.
So we'll have to put you in the mix. You know, number 82. We'll remember that. So
number 82. Yeah, try to tune in Wednesdays or Sundays. The Primetime Poland on YouTube. Wednesdays 7 p.m. Sunday 5 p.m. Eastern time. Courtney, come on in. Try and get you a live Gun Goth sketch to put into your order.
Nice. Does that also apply to SF Gaming if he's listening? If he comes to you with his backer number?
Absolutely, yeah. I think
absolutely.
He was in the mix. I'm almost positive, Mark.
I wonder if you want SF Gaming. Did you win any sketches yet?
Yeah,
we've been doing sketches pretty much every Wednesday and Sunday on the Primetime Poland show.
Nice.
Yeah, here's a couple here we did. I guess it's a couple that I did.
Hold on, let me give you full screen there.
Yeah. So these are just some free sketches.
Oh yeah, those are awesome. I'll get mine.
I did that one and a bunch of werewolves, like a couple werewolves.
Cool.
Oh, wow.
So we do them on the back of like the comic backers, so we can just pop them in the book and everything. So Rico and I and Mark Yoon, we do like live sketching during our podcast, and this is one of the cat here. So.
And we give them away for free to backers.
Cool.
Yeah,
nice.
And you'll get them in your order.
Right.
You get really cool. And they're on comic book backing board size. Yeah.
Nice.
We do these live right on the show. I usually flip my camera down so you can see me working on them.
So,
but
Courtney's asking.
Just
Courtney,
quick.
Courtney wants to take up, but she's asking for a link. She very much wants to join you. So, what's the date and time? I can at least put that in the chat.
Enrico, you're better at it than I am.
Yeah. So,
I think it's just at Primetime Poland on YouTube, and you can find the live. Yeah, Mark schedules them out. So if you click on the live link, you'll see all the ones that are coming up, all the episodes that are coming up.
Perfect.
Comic backing boards for comic backers. Crenshaw gets it.
Trademark that. Trademark that, Crenshaw. You got to license that out as a catchphrase.
Yeah, so Primetime Polton on YouTube, Courtney. Again, subscribe. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Thank you so much. That's awesome.
So I think the consensus is guys would just rather buy Hooters than
yeah. So I was gonna. Yeah. I can't believe I'm in the same boat, Dexter. So again, same thing. I was a Star Wars fan my entire life. It was the only IP I cared about. If there wasn't anything else in this world, as long as I had Star Wars, I had everything. When Disney bought it, I was one of those guys that, hey, at least they're going to do something with it. It's better they make something than make nothing. Like you just want nothing.
How wrong you were.
Yeah, yeah. Now we look back and
right. I had I don't want to. It's fine. I'll throw away my man card. But I actually had my heart broken in The Last Jedi. It actually ruined me as a person. It angered me. It pissed me off. I was chain smoking cigarettes, and that's how I got on YouTube. And I was like, Last Jedi sucks. Bam, and that's literally how I found indie comics.
Yeah,
bro.
All that. I'm 1,000% behind you, man. 1,000%. I know it's not a Star Wars channel, but we can go on for hours. But we'll move on. Hooters.
All right, and have a great weekend, Courtney.
Courtney.
She's part of the Haunted Pizza gang now. So
all right.
Oh my God, thanks. You're the best, Courtney.
We've got 84 people watching live. Let's look at the campaign, and then you guys got a trailer.
So they got 2 trailers. So
okay,
2 trailers for us tonight. I don't know which one to play first, but I'm gonna make sure I play one of them.
Let's do the good one
first.
Yeah, so for the 85 that are joining us and watching us tonight, Here's the first trailer for Gun Goth.
Gigi Diaz in her black leather lace with piercings that shine. She's embracing the space, raised in the chaos and omnipresent might. Now wielding her weapon, she's ready to fight through the dark wood shadows in the night. Noxus biotech unleashing their flight. Gun Goth, she's the shadow in the storm. Fighting for freedom, she'll break every norm. From the depths of the lab, the walls will fall.
Very cool.
All right.
Who doesn't
So,
like chicks and werewolves, man?
So
It's like peanut butter and jelly.
So I don't know which of you wants to start. And see, that's why we have such a short, small show with just 4 of us. It's perfect. How did Gun Goth come to be? How did you come together as a creative team?
Yeah, well, Mark and I, we worked on a whole bunch of books together. Actually, I don't know if any of you heard of Coney Waves at all. Or,
Yes.
yeah, so him and I, this was our first book that we worked on, and then
Oh, sorry. I'll give you full
that's all
screen
good.
here.
And then we ever since we did Coney Waves together, I know it's a little glossy, but so yeah, just a couple of pages. Never mind. But anyway,
I can bring it back up. Sorry about that.
Here's some interiors. It's kind of hard to see in the lighting, of course, but yeah, it's a fun book. So Mark and I, we got together and we said, hey, let's come up with this other cool idea, because in Coney Waves, it's about this. It takes place on Hawaii, and she's an ex-military or ex-cop, and she runs into all this supernatural stuff like vampires and stuff that are on the islands. So we kind of wanted to do that with Gun Goth. So we said, let's come up with a goth chick set up in Pennsylvania, like around where we live, and she runs into, there's like a portal that brings in all kinds of werewolves and other monsters and creatures. So one day we just said, hey, let's have a lunch together, and we all just sat down. It was me, Mark Bolton, and Mark Yoon, and we just literally came up with the idea, having a couple pizzas, and here we are. So now we got our book out and 13 covers. Enrico joined us later on, and he added like 10 pages to the story. And yeah, it's a pretty cool book. It was a lot of fun. So I think people are going to really dig it. So
Yeah, as soon as Mark told me, oh, I'm working on this project, Gun Goth, and then he showed me the logo that he had and told me a little bit about it, and I said, Gun Goth, I need to draw something for that. So I immediately went to my drawing board, and I started like doodling a sketch, and it became like a cover. I sent that over to Mark. I said, what do you think about this cover? He's like, oh, I like it. I'm going to use it. And I was like, really? Thank you. So he put the cover in as a variant cover. And then I looked at the logo and I said, I see something different for that logo. So I just literally took it upon myself to just redesign a logo, and I shot it over to Mark, and I was like, hey, Mark, what do you think of this? And he's like, oh my God, I love it. I like it more than my current logo, so I'm going to use it. So he used the logo. So that's the variant cover and the logo. And then we did we should do this convention together. It's the Ocean City Comic-Con. So we were hanging out there, and I was with Sean Aaron, and I was like, Sean, I have this idea for Gun Goth, and I think I'm going to do it, and I'm just going to do it, and I'm just going to show it to Mark and see if he likes it. So I did it. I presented it to Mark, and he liked it. I think he put it in front of Mark Yoon and Dex, and they said, this is pretty cool. What do you think about Enrico coming on board? Because he's doing all this stuff for the book. And they invited me on board, and I was just really overjoyed about that. And I said, yeah, absolutely, I'm on board. So that's how I came on to Gun Goth with the guys.
So cool. And you increased the page count to what is it now with your contribution?
I believe it's
32, right? Is it 32?
Okay.
I believe it is. I believe it is 32. Yeah, because we added Enrico's at the end. It was like 10 pages.
Yes.
That he added. So, but it's a nice touch because like it's different types of different types of art. Like Yoon's more of like anime-ish kind of style, and Enrico is more like, on the cartoony kind of side, but like really cool, gothy, dark, comic-y, style.
Yeah, I have like a dark, whimsical style.
Yeah.
If you scroll up,
Sure.
This is Yoon's artwork right here, and this is the main story of the book that has Gigi Diaz, who is a military kid who kind of grew up with her father that's in the military, taught her how to use weapons and taught her tactical operations and stuff like that. So she brings that to her adventures. And then we have these creatures and monsters that come out of the portal in the Poconos. That's where it's set. This is Yoon's artwork, which is amazing and super awesome colors by Dexter. Look at the background on this one that Dexter did. Amazing, right? Yeah. And then so if you scroll up past Yoon's work, if you want to see a little bit of the difference in styles.
Actually, scroll down, I think.
Down
or down. Sorry, down. Yeah. I don't know directions. I'm an aloof artist. I don't know directions.
John's Lombard
this is part of my story that I created and sent over to Mark. He calls it "Give Me Back My Cat." So it's Gigi Diaz, who is Gun Goth, travels to this remote location in the woods, finds this castle where this cat is being held captive by this big bad guy named Baron Skullvein. Yeah, and she has to rescue this cat and see why this cat is so important to the fabric of the universe.
Now, it started with Enrico's cover. He added like this cat to it. It just took off from there. And it was like everybody loved this cat. So then Enrico incorporated it in the story. So now this cat is a big part of the story, and everybody loves it. So I mean, we're looking to make possibly plushies, stuff like that. Do some merch. So
I'm learning not to diss cats over time. Between Hojo's success with the mythicals and this, definitely there are a lot of fans that love their cats.
Exactly.
Yes. So cool.
No, thanks, man. Thank you. Yeah, the cat's awesome. The cat's name is Sam Hain, which is a variation of Samhain, the pagan holiday Samhain from like Halloween, and from Sam Hain we get Hamster because the family that adopted him named it Hamster after the actor Corey Haim.
One of Mark's favorites.
of Zapped of Zapped fame and Scott Baio's wingman.
Yeah, but there you go. There's Hamster right there, man. Yeah, look.
I always knew there's a market for flying feral animals. I'm telling you, it's
right.
Well, thing.
There must be because we got 95 people watching now.
Right.
It's got to be the.
And the coolest thing is we're just. Like we're all friends. I mean, we're all buddies, so it's just cool. Like working with.
Well, wait till the money rolls in, then you'll really see.
It changes everything.
I think we've gotten 3 backers so far. Courtney backed,
great.
I backed, Vulcan backed. So we already got the hat trick.
Thank you.
We got 95 people watching live. It's Friday. Everybody's in a good mood. This looks like a fantastic campaign. Yeah. Go find we'll look deeper at this campaign, but this is a great project.
So 13 covers to choose from. Yes. And if you can't choose, we have an amazing box set. Yeah. A box set that has all 13 covers plus an extra book called The Art of Gun Goth that has a lot of cool black and whites, in progress, work in progress, shots of the work in the book. Very cool stuff. It's a cool box set, and you'll get everything in there plus some extras. And it's pretty awesome.
And I'm going to remind everyone, because I love making people do extra work. You said subscribe to Primetime Polton, Haunted Pizza, and if they can catch you on Wednesdays. And what was the other day? I'm sorry, I forgot.
Sunday. Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, and Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern for the horror movie show, the Haunted Pizza Horror Movie Club. If you love horror movies, especially horror movies that are shown on Tubi for free, and you want to watch them and then come on and talk about them with us, then join us on Sundays for that.
And if you bring up your backer number and you participate and show up, they'll give you a sketch.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Live.
Fellas, my family just got home. I'm going to bow out, check in with them, and I'll be back, okay?
Okay, yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna go through all these covers with you. So for this first
Awesome.
cover here, so this is Mark's and Dan Kemp's cover.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, this is like the main cover. We'll call it. Well, actually, I don't know what they're calling it. It's like the cover A, but I don't know if Mark's calling it something different. But this is like this is the primary cover, right? That matches the interior art for Mark Yoon.
Nice. So you got the choice. There's your cover A. This one here's a Corey Barton cover. So he's the one you said was sort of kind of responsible for kicking us off with Mark, where he's like, you need more hot chicks, which Corey Barton loves to tell people they need more hot chicks.
Yeah, Corey Barton, he's great with hot women.
Yes,
bro, this cover is so hot. It is doing so well for the campaign, and I thank Corey for that. Personally, man, that's awesome, and it's a killer cover too.
Well, the Barton brothers got like a great following with comic book tutorials and teaching people like how to get into. If you really want to get into being a good artist and refining your skills, if you're out there, you're an aspiring artist, definitely check out the Barton brothers and their how to draw. Like that's literally all they're about is trying to help people with drawing.
That's great.
Yeah, it's awesome stuff, and it's a killer cover.
Yeah,
I love it.
Oh, man, that's so cool. And then this one here's another Courtney Rose and Dan Kemp. Do I got that right? Okay.
Yeah. Mark just reached out to a bunch of artists that were interested, and then they came up with these awesome covers. I mean, they're all different styles, different techniques.
Yeah, look at this cover. Look at this cover by Courtney Rose. Oh my god! And Dan Kemp is a rock star colorist.
Yeah,
and this whole thing just looks amazing.
That's wild. Yeah, so obviously Mark's got those connections with the printer because I was looking at all these covers. I'm like, how can you get that? So he's got something going on where you can get this many covers. So this is your cover, Dexter.
That's my cover, yeah.
Yeah, cover
I use my daughter as a reference.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love this cover. This is probably my favorite cover. I do love this cover. And like I said, my daughter backed Gun Goth, and she picked this cover. And I had a smile because I was like, yeah, I know it's an amazing cover. But this cover is so killer, man. Look at everything from the detail of like the skeleton gloves to the belt hanging off the waist, and the background like diffused into the background. It's just a good cover.
Yeah.
And the logo is pretty awesome too.
Yeah, it looks great with the logo.
Yeah, I like that placement with the gun right there, like front and center.
And
there really is no other way to do. Like I've seen people try, like Liefeld's tried to have someone like looking right down the barrel of the gun. He's got a chapel cover like that, but yeah, that's the way to do it. I mean, that's wild.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Yeah,
I don't know how Dexter gets these colors and stuff so good. And just the when you're coloring, when you go back into the depth of field, there's something that happens called diffusion, right?
Correct.
And Dexter just gets that, man. And he really pulls that depth out of there, and it like makes it really pop. So that's cool stuff.
So here's
and then we got Enrico.
This is your cover. Oh, sorry, my keyboard. So this is your cover.
This is my cover. Yeah, my collage locked up style. Yep.
Yeah. Did you do all of it? The colors, the line art, the whole shebang?
I did. I did. Yep. Yeah. This whole thing is me. Even the logo, the Haunted Pizza logo, the Gun Goth logo, the penciling, inking, and coloring. I created the Baron Skullvein character on this cover, and the character of of Hamster also. Aside from the name, I didn't name him. We had Mark name him, but like I put the cat in there, which is something that popped out of my head. But yep, everything.
So again, part of the reason I love doing this show is because I get to explore creators that I may not have known about otherwise. So again, I've been looking into a lot of your work, Enrico. Again, I don't know what's your back catalog in indie comics, but my curiosity is, do you have previous books, and are you considering putting out a book of your own?
I've done coloring work on books. Like I've done some variant covers for let's see, like a lot of stuff. Department of Truth, done one variant cover for that with Matt Dalton. Red Room was an Ed Piscor book that I did with Matt Dalton. I colored that. Bunny Mask, I did coloring on that. And then previously for Haunted Pizza, I did work on Viking Wolf and Squirt. I had like pinups and stuff in some work by Ben Templesmith, like Ben Templesmith's Dagon and Blood Songs. So yeah, I have some stuff out there with illustration and coloring, but I don't have a creator-owned book of my own. This is my first foray into creator-owned work. I'm super proud of it, and yeah, I am working on my own book. I've been working on it for a long time.
Your Black Demon.
It's called The Black Demon, Occult Investigator and Protector of the Ancient Magics. So that'll be out. I hope pretty soon. I have
if you have something to show. I'll bring it up. Hold on a sec here.
Yeah. I have a lot of work done on that. And this is what I've been working on my own. It is The Black Demon, Occult Investigator and Protector of the Ancient Magics.
Cool.
Yeah, he's great.
So I created a little ash can book.
Nice.
Some cool stuff in it. I have to color it yet. So this was an ash can I created for the book, just to kind of preview it. And I had it at a few conventions and stuff to just show it off a little bit. But that's my creator-owned book that'll be coming out soon. But this is my first one, Gun Goth, and I'm super excited about it. So, I love everything about this book.
That's a bit of a look into the future then. And if you ever decide to do anything like that or campaign, please hit us up for sure. Come on our show.
Oh, thank you. I would love to, man. Yeah, I want to hit it hard once that stuff comes out.
Reach out to Craig like 2 months before you plan to launch, because we book up. We book up pretty fast. We're booked up.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So
we're into September now.
I appreciate that. I appreciate the invite. I'll absolutely do that, man. And that should be actually published through Haunted Pizza too. I talked to Mark about it already, and we have some cool stuff lined up.
Who needs diamond when you have Haunted Pizza, man?
And not trying to pull smoke up your ass.
We got the next cover up here. Seed Noonan.
The reason I was asking Enrico was because I really dig your art, and I was just curious if you're going to do something with it. That's why I was asking.
Thanks so much, man. I really appreciate it.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Dex.
But that is one of my favorite covers too. So.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, man.
It really is.
We have a bromance going. I love Dexter's cover. Dexter says he loves my cover.
I do.
Wait, I'll show you one more thing since you like my artwork. So this is a special thing. I will have this pretty soon, and I hope for Halloween, and I hope to make a big push for this thing. I've been working on a board game with a very special friend of mine named Tone Wilson, and it's called Old Jack. Oh, wow. And this is going to be a vintage Halloween board game. I've shown this a couple times on the Haunted Pizza show, but it's kind of rare that I show it. But this is something that's really close to my heart, and it's a Halloween game. It's a board game that's that is kind of focused around vintage Halloween, and I've actually sculpted. I used to work at McFarlane Toys as a sculptor. I sculpted the prototypes for all of the game pieces. I created the artwork for the box, the board, the cards, all the playing pieces, everything. So it's going to be something pretty awesome. I haven't even released it out into the wild yet, so I've only shown it on Primetime Portland and here. Basically, that's it. I have no other social media on it yet at all.
Oh wow, that looks cool. You got to do an October launch. You got to do a
it for sure will be in October. Yeah.
All right, we got 98 people watching live. Craig and I have this thing we're going to try and do where the number of viewers has to match the episode number. That kind of keeps us constantly striving for more and more. So we need to get 102 people watching. So we got 3 more to go. We're at 99 viewers. If you're out there, wake the neighbors, call your friends. We need to get this show to 103 viewers. We've got 10-15 minutes left to look at this campaign and see if we can get how many more backers we can get. But really, we're at 99 people watching live. People, come on, 3 more. We need 3 more.
Three more. Can we look at the rest of the covers? I pontificated on my own artwork for a while. I apologize for that.
It's okay.
So 2 things.
The show
I'm trying to do
without tangents. The show isn't.
So tangents. 2 things I'm trying to do is I'm secretly trying to back while we're live. So I'm trying to.
I know. I can see the beads of sweat.
But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play your trailer right now.
Yes.
Then I'm gonna try to back while that trailer's playing, and then we'll jump back to the covers.
All right, we got 100 people watching live. Let's check out this trailer.
All right,
100 people.
Trailer number
Check out this
2
trailer, guys.
Gun Goth.
You won't.
I love the Haunted Pizza logo. It's great.
Thanks. Did you see that image of a werewolf ripping out another werewolf's spine?
It was metal.
Oh my god.
Awesome.
We've got 101 people watching live. We got one more to go, and Craig and I, our vision quest will be fulfilled.
It'll happen. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
Everybody on this, everybody watching right now, please tell one friend at least.
What you got to do. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. If you tell a friend to join, I mean, statistically speaking, you have to get at least one more.
Yeah.
I know Vulcan has some friends. Come on, Vulcan.
Vulcan.
Dexter,
Vulcan.
Dexter, did you ever hear that?
Wait, what is that? This isn't the Vulcan.
I think the Vulcan's like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's something else. Okay.
Yeah, and then this is I don't know what this is, but it's practical effects of people.
Right.
Like it.
And then this
102. We got 102 people watching live. 102 people watching live. Oh my God, this is amazing. Craig, I think if we can get to 500 episodes, we'll have an audience of 500 people. I think that's Dexter. Did you ever hear the myth of the parable about the guy who has a son and he buys him a calf, and he says, every day, son, you're gonna lift this calf up. And then when the boy gets to be older, he's like lifting whole like cows and bulls over his head. And he's like Hercules.
Yeah.
No,
that's the show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
It's growing into your strength incrementally. Is that what it is? Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Gotcha.
So,
I love
thank you
it.
for your patience with me. My computer went nuts after I backed. It went.
This juicy bear hug is been pretty good right now, and I want a piece of pizza right now for whatever reason.
All that haunted pizza, man.
I need some haunted pizza.
So you're gonna hit refresh, or did you hit refresh?
I'm hitting refresh right now,
Oh,
and we are at 70. We are at 76 backers.
Nice.
Thank you, everyone.
Nice.
Mark, wait a minute. I got a phone call. Wait. Mark Polton says, thank you, everyone.
There's usually about 100 people. Yeah, when Craig puts the show out, like he has the live stream and he'll like put it out, and there's usually like another 100 people that will catch it. So over a lot of people, some people get backers on like Saturday morning. They're like, "What the hell?" And it's people watching.
That's awesome, man. No, that's fantastic. And thank you again for having us on. This is really, it's really been a pleasure. I'm having a ton of fun. I actually don't want it to end. I know our time's ticking down, but this is awesome. Fun show, super fun show, man.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Do we have energy to go through those covers? Well,
yeah, let's keep going. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
I have energy.
Number 13,
Yeah.
So we left off at Enrico, right? There we go.
No, yeah. Right after me, I think it's Seed's cover.
Yeah, my computer is just going haywire. Hold on.
Is that Canadian?
I don't know what StreamYard's doing, but like they need to stop monkeying with StreamYard every month and just leave it alone.
You can say that, but we all know it's because it's.
I know they made a couple Canadian jokes. Are you a hockey fan at least? Or
I used to be. I'm from Toronto, so
okay. Yeah.
I kind of gave up on hockey a long time ago.
Oh no! Don't tell Todd McFarlane that.
No, I mean I'm all into hockey now. So my wife and I, that's one of our goals. We're going to just do each one of the stadiums So we plan on taking a trip up that way, Toronto, Ontario,
Nice.
all that stuff. So
That's awesome. One funny thing about me is I love hockey, but I don't watch hockey, and I want to watch more hockey. And I've never been to a hockey game, but I love
man,
hockey.
we go all the time. It's great.
I want to go. I
you
want to.
play
I want to
hockey?
go and experience that. At some point and kind of get into it more. But yeah, I like hockey and European football.
There you
I,
go.
I was lucky growing up in Toronto because I did a lot of air cadets and mail. What you would call it? Like I used to deliver flyers to door. Anyways, long story short, that's the Leaf starter teams called the Marlies. I used
Right.
to get tickets constantly to go
Oh,
watch
cool.
the Marlies games. So yeah,
Yeah.
as a kid, that's what I used to do is constantly watch
That's awesome.
yeah. A lot of good things in Toronto. A lot of interactions with celebrities, passing them by. I've got all kinds of weird stories like that.
Yeah, I know they have a Comic-Con out that way too in
Yes.
Toronto. I was thinking about doing it, but my biggest complaint was like, how do you do the conversion of money? Like, let's say if I have a table there, do I have to use American dollars or can it? You know what I mean? Like, do I got to convert everything? Or
And let
most
PayPal figure that out.
Yeah, most people will
It's
take your
good.
greenbacks. They're concerned about obviously counterfeits. The one thing because there was a time when the U.S. dollar was big for being counterfeited a lot.
Right.
But people are glad to take that, and they'll give you an exchange rate right then and there. Most people will
I
just do it
see.
and take the money.
Right.
Yeah. So
We should do it, Enrico. We should go to Toronto Con, man.
Dude, I would love it. I had a really great time. I had a really good friend. I have a good friend that was a filmmaker, and he had a film in a film festival in Toronto, and we went there and we did a whole trip out of it, and it was like the most fun time. I would love for us to do a comic convention there. That would be amazing.
Seriously, man.
Yeah.
So I have two stories from my childhood growing up in Toronto. In '94, I was outside the Comic Con that Dan Fraga and Extreme Studios and all of them were at. I didn't go in though, but I was outside selling weed.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But what was
scandals, schemes and scams, bro?
Hashtag schemes and
schemes
I had
and scams, bro.
The Dale Keown story. I remember growing up when Marvel had, there's a comic book store called Silver Snail, and it had a sign-up contest where artists could draw and they could potentially become a Marvel artist. I remember that and looking at it like maybe I'll draw something and submit. But long story short, Dale Keown's the one that won that art contest.
Wow, that's killer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dale Keown. He has the coolest studio name ever too. That was before I knew about that, I had that same idea. Full Bleed Studios. I wanted that. And then Mark Polton was like, that's Dale Keown's studio.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no. Yeah, man. That's the coolest studio name ever.
That's bad. Well, of course, my name, Dexter Weeks, I had DW, so just like him. And when I used to do my signature, it was very close to his. And then, of course, I came up with something different later on. But I was like, man, he stole my my style.
Good ideas are contagious.
Yeah,
They are, man.
It's like the band name dilemma.
Yeah, but I've learned any idea I have, type it into Google because someone's probably already.
Absolutely right. Yeah.
But so here's I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Said. Yeah.
Said. Okay.
Oh, said. Sorry, I always say Seed. Sorry, it's said. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, his stuff is great too.
This cover is ballistic. Look at this thing.
Yeah.
Like he sent us the black and white, and just looking at we just studied it for like days. It was crazy, man. And then the color came in.
There's so much detail in this cover. This is an amazing cover. Everyone loves this cover. And speaking of how great minds think alike, Gun Goth riding a motorcycle in this cover. I have her riding a motorcycle in my story in the in the book, actually. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, I dig it when you can tell like a line artist takes that page and they spent hours and they're in the foreground and the background and they're going corner to corner and just you can tell.
I gotta wonder how many hours he put into this because like I'm gonna guess like 40. You know, I don't know. What do you think, Dex?
Yeah, I mean it's highly detailed.
Yeah, there's a lot of hours into this thing. My stuff sometimes is not that detailed, and I take 12 hours on them sometimes. Right. So like this thing has to be like a lot of hours. We got to ask him next time he's in the chat.
Yeah, definitely.
Your line art though is very very precise and very clean with your style. I like that. It's Sometimes people have very loose loose, and some people just their line art's incredibly tight. Yeah. So this is Chris Graves cover?
Yeah.
This is Chris Graves, another fan favorite. This is a great cover. We have Gun Goth kind of doing a back dive out of a window, and we have the werewolves reflected in the broken shards of glass as she falls down the side of the building there. Super cool.
Yeah. Which is funny because I guess when Mark did the AI thing, it made her walk. It was like, wait a minute, she's walking, falling. It doesn't. But still,
it made her look like she's walking a runway, but she's really falling down a building.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just good that AI can at least do something usable with it at all, because AI doesn't have any perception of the real world, right?
Yeah, like my cover, like AI wouldn't work on my cover.
Yeah.
So that's why my cover doesn't appear in any of the trailers and stuff, like animated, because Mark couldn't get it to do anything good with my cover. It would just turn it into a bunch of weirdness.
You're going to the AI and roll over AI, and it's just like, no, roll over AI.
Yeah.
Okay, try this cover.
And I know a lot of people are against AI. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not a big fan either, because being an artist in the industry and stuff, and it's putting a lot of people out of business. But I mean, the whole point of AI, people are saying it's stealing other people's art and making something. But like Mark is using it with our art, you know what I mean? So it doesn't really affect us as much. Like if you're going to AI my particular piece, I'm fine with that. It's not stealing from somebody else. You know what I mean? So,
I think most people are in agreement that if you're using AI as a tool to help you emphasize and work on something, but if you're selling the AI as your own, look at this book I wrote, but you didn't write anything. You put prompts in a computer wrote it. Look at this comic book, but you didn't do anything. A comic book that's not fair. That's cheating. That's
AI is a horribly gray area, man, and a lot of people like to make it out to be black and white, but it is a horribly gray area. I think.
Certainly is, yeah.
But it can speed up a lot of monotonous stuff, in seconds, right? So here's JP's cover.
Yeah, awesome cover.
I think that was one of the first ones Mark said that kind of inspired us to keep going. So.
Yeah, this is one of the first images I remember seeing. So, wow, that's pretty detailed in there. A trench coat. Okay. This is Isaac Bell. Oh wow.
Yeah. Good stuff, man. It's just cool to see all the different iterations, of Gun Goth. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I love to see how every artist kind of
makes it their own. Yeah,
makes it their own, or what they take from the designs and whatnot. Yeah.
Because somebody made a comment, I think one of our campaigns was like, "Oh well, nobody knows what she looks like," but these are just different interpretations of artists that think they're Gun Goth, which is cool.
Yeah. I have a very specific way that I draw Gun Goth, and I think Yoon had said that he likes to draw her different every time and create new costumes and designs for her. But I want it to be the opposite of that. So when I draw Gun Goth, I have a specific design that I do for her, and I almost always want to do that. I'll veer off it here and there if the story calls for it. But I have a specific way I like to draw her, and specific makeup I like to put on her face. Like the cross, one side is the cross, and then the other side is the runny eyeliner. And I put her hair up in the buns, and I have a specific leather outfit for her that I like to put on her. Nice. So that's kind of my costume for her, and I love seeing if the other artists in the covers are taking anything from what I designed for her. You know what I mean? So so whenever I see someone put the cross on her eye, I'm like, oh yeah, they're taking the cross. Yeah.
That's cool. You appreciate that though, right? That people take the time to do their research and appreciation to detail.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, even before we even had any type of story or name for our the cat character that I had put into my cover, other artists were putting the cat in their cover. That's and that's how we knew we had something special. We're like, oh my god, people are already redrawing this character. Yeah.
So we got a Renzo Rodriguez cover.
Yes.
And Dexter Weeks colors.
Yeah, because I worked with Renzo and Coney Waves. He did the Coney Waves with me and Mark too. So, great art.
I gotta check that book out.
Yeah, definitely.
Is it still for sale? The Coney Waves, is it still up?
I don't think so, but I'm sure if you hit us up or hit up Mark, I'm sure we could take care.
You can find it in some back issue bins too. I just went to one of my local comic book stores and I saw a bunch of issues with Coney Waves in there, dude. In the boxes, yeah. Yeah, in the long boxes.
Like, how's the comic shop situation where you guys are at? I mean, they're disappearing around me. Like, there's not many comic shops around me anymore. So
One of my local comic shops, they caught wind of me on social media and said I wasn't welcome.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Not because anything I said, not because anything I did. You know,
Yeah.
guilt by association. You're not welcome here. Yeah,
Interesting.
That was my 15 minutes of fame. But
wow.
So I don't go there. You know, it's fine. You don't want me as a customer? No problem.
Yeah. That's what's great about independent books. I mean, you know, people just do their own campaigns, and you know, it's great. So
yeah, people need to like stop.
Right.
People need to get a life with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
We have 105 people watching live. Thank you, everybody, for joining us for some laughs to kick off the weekend and look at this this great project. I think we picked up 4 backers already. If you're in the chat and you're watching us and you back, give a shout out in the chat. I'd like to hear, like you to let us know that you backed. And this is a very cool campaign, very cool character. This is just great to see.
So this is Mike McMahon's cover.
Mike McMahon, yeah, another partner of Haunted Pizza with a U.S. Assassin, but yeah, great friend of the channel. Great cover, big giant moon. Mark Polton likes big giant moons. Just if anybody wants to know how to tickle Mark Polton's fancy, if you're doing a cover for him, throw a giant '90s moon in there, and he may be happy.
That's awesome.
Yeah. This is another one of my favorite covers, Mary Landro. I love her style, and I love her social media and her book that was recently renamed, right? Wasn't it? It was recently renamed.
So, yeah.
It was a Rich, and I think she renamed it. But
she added the cat too, so yeah.
Yeah, she added our cat into the cover. But I love this cover because of the composition, and also, again, I'm a big fan, if you haven't realized, of coloring and the understanding of depth in coloring. And she is another one that understands how to diffuse things into the background and work with color in a really cool cinematic way. So very cool cover.
It's called the blur tool on Photoshop.
Right.
The blur tool.
Don't demystify it. I make it sound even more impressive than that.
Ancient Chinese secret.
Ancient Chinese secret, huh?
Here we go.
What is it? What do we got?
Nerium bonds of the
another amazing cover.
Great cover.
Featuring Hamster the cat, which I absolutely love.
Very cheeky. Yeah, very cheeky.
Yeah, super cheeky. But very cool, like digital painted style. I love this cover. Really cool. Mark Yoon, I believe, loved this cover so much too that he borrowed the design of the holsters that she has on. He wants to use that in the future.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
The skull on there. Yeah, it's cool.
And then I bought the add-ons. So I had to grab both of them. I only wanted to grab one, and I ended up grabbing the other one too. So
yeah, the art of Gun Goth should be really fun. Yeah. I'm trying to put together some cool pieces in there, but this is our cover for the art of Gun Goth.
So this is one of the add-ons. I think it was $14. You can add it onto the book.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the box set.
Yeah. You get everything in the box set with this really cool
it's gonna be like
design.
Yeah.
13 covers.
Nice.
And here is the one that you guys get. Yeah, Biker Mice through that.
Oh yeah, this is a Chris Graves cover that Polton had done for Biker Mice from Mars, and they put the Haunted Pizza logo on the back of the one biker's leather vest there. How cool is that?
Yeah. It's cut.
Yeah.
So So there you have it. There's all the add-ons, and here, perfect. Here's a plug again for your horror movie club.
Dude, that image like cracks me up every time. I have to admit, that's like the most ridiculous.
That's AI? That's got to be AI, right? Like
Yeah.
Oh my god,
that's awesome. All our thumbnails, by the way, for this show, they're all AI because it's incredibly easy. Grok, draw this, and then I get a chuckle. Yeah.
Right. Well, thanks for showing all that. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for going through all of that. Thanks to the 105 or plus people,
132.
amazing, beautiful people.
Let's go.
We got 132 people watching live as we get into the home stretch of the show. This is a fantastic looking project. Go check it out. And if you back, hit us up on Twitter. Let's know you backed.
I'll hit refresh one time just to cross my fingers. Let's see if
refresh it.
That number changes.
Oh, it's so fresh.
It's all right. But still, we got 4 backers tonight. So
yeah,
amazing. Yeah, thank you so much to everybody. Thanks, guys.
Thank you for joining us, Dexter. Thank you for joining us, Enrico. So, during a show, we have an outro. You're welcome to stay and watch the silliness I put together, as well as join us in the back room. Me and Jason are usually there for about 5 minutes for whatever wrap up. But if there's any questions you have, just feel free to join us. Sure. If you dip out as well, I'm not offended. I'm offended if Jason leaves, but
I'll stick around. I'm looking forward to the outro.
Okay. Everybody got 132 people watching live. Thank you for hanging out with me and Craig and our guests to kick off the weekend, have some laughs, look at some great projects. Go check out our the Gun Goth, and then go check out Jupiter. Go check out Soul Tack. Thank you, everybody, and we will see you here next weekend. Craig, what kind of craziness do you have in store for me?
Just before I run that, I quickly want to give Enrico and Dexter checks if there's anything they want to plug just before I hit that outro. Dexter, is there anything you want to give a shout out for?
I work on multiple projects. The newest book now I'm working on, it's called Beast of Blood Island. This is like a book here. It's like another one that I work with my friend. So
if you want to hold that up.
Monsters and everything. So I don't know if you have any horror fans in the chat or anything. But we're working with the director who did why can't I think of the name of it? What's that movie, Rika? Help me out. It's getting late, and it's getting late.
Yeah.
It's when he brings dead things back to life. I can't remember the name of it.
Pet Cemetery?
No.
Reanimator?
Reanimator. Yes, thank you.
Oh, Reanimator. That's right. Reanimator.
Anyway, we're working with
guys.
Brian Usna. Brian Usna is working with us, and he's looking to make it into a movie. So me and my friend are doing a comic adaptation of that. So,
so cool.
It was cool. I got to have dinner with him. I got him to sign some of my Fangorias. It was a lot of fun.
Awesome.
So, yeah. So I'm working on that. So that's fun. So
very cool.
Enrico, do you have anything you want to give last minute plug to?
Just Primetime Polton on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. and Sundays for the Horror Movie Club at 5 p.m. And Gun Goth, obviously, on live on IndieGoGo and Kickstarter. Please back that. You can follow me at Enrico Botta on X, Instagram, and YouTube. And yeah, man. Radical Peanuts! Yeah!
Nice.
That was a little body. Sorry.
Little body, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Again,
characters in our
everyone joining us, 133. Thank you so much. Thanks so much, America. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Yes.
Thanks all. Thanks.
T-Rex is away, and they come flying down the stretch of the championship from the outside. 4, 5 T-Rexes hitting the wire.
No, I think we're gonna see. We're gonna see how it feels to have it be out there.
It's gonna be great. You're a winner.
Oh my God! When I'm talking, you're not talking. No, when I'm talking, you're not talking. This is why. Yes, we'll have to just cut him out of the show.
Listen to me, little
Harvard turd. With a fucking wallpaper this fucking bathroom with your fucking ass, you understand me? I can't hear you. Wait a minute, there it is. Pain, pain, pain.
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I'm talking all about the city of brotherly love. Sit back and eat a Philadelphia cheesesteak. Oh, yummy food. Philadelphia is a wonderful city. Oh, yes, it is. It's a city of brotherly love. They got the Liberty Bell going ring-a-ding-ding-dong.
I'm really getting it up here, so it ain't no mices and rats running around the neighborhood. So it ain't no mices and rats running around the neighborhood.
Oh, got it. Another load coming down. What is that stench? It's fantastic.
Driving some of the hottest cars New Yorkers ever seen. For dropping some of the hottest verses rappers ever heard. From the dope spot with the smoke block, thinking the murder scene. You know me well from nightmares of a lonely cell. My only hell, but since when y'all niggas know me to fail? Fuck nah, we all my niggas with the rubber grits. Or shots, and if you with me, mama, rubber your tits. And whatnot, I'm from the school of the hard knocks. We must not let outsiders violate our blocks. And my plot is stick up the world and split it 50-50. Let's take the dough and stay real tricky.
Pyara lady.
And now, finally, kneel. Take my hand and confess.
Switched it. He did it to them.
Hey, you know something? You're a real pain in the neck.
Say, make America great again, it could never be done without you.